Hey, very good evening, afternoon, morning, whenever you're watching this vid. I'm Marc P. Welcome to another episode of 1999 Sucks. If you're new to my vids, if you're new to the series, this is basic context. 1999 was a great year to be a wrestling fan, with WCW and with the WWF and ECW all going at it. The problem was that the WWF and especially WCW didn't, in my opinion, deliver on pay-per-view. On Raw, on Nitro, well not on Nitro, but on Raw, the storylines, the characters, the simulated sex, the attitude was all brilliant, and I'm not here to knock that, I'm honestly not. I'm just here to say that on pay-per-view especially, these companies were not delivering, in my opinion. 98, they delivered, right? In 2000, the WWF delivered, especially. In 98, both dub companies delivered. But in 1999, on pay-per-view especially, there was only a couple of good shows. One that we found last time was SummerSlam 1999 from the WWF. That was a great show. Tonight, we're going to talk about WCW SuperBrawl, SuperBrawl 9. This was WCW's last great buy. They pulled a 1.1 buy rate. That was just a fraction behind the WWF St. Valentine's Day Massacre, which I've already reviewed. Like I say, the WCW executives were very, very happy about this buy rate. Little did they know that, like I say, this would be the last big buy that the company would ever do. So let's get on with it, shall we? This is going to be a pay-per-view, I'm sure, pretty certain, of two halves. Starting off though, Booker T defeated Disco Inferno in an absolutely horrible match. Never liked Disco Inferno, so that was always going to be a bit of a bias. But what can I tell you about this match? Well, nothing. There's nothing I can tell you. There was nothing good. The only thing I can tell you, right, is that Disco Inferno had to get himself in position for the winning Harlem Hangover from Booker T, and that's it. But Disco Inferno got slammed. He realised, oh god, my hat's out of place. He realised he was out of position and had to shuffle himself over. And that's it. 1 star just for being a wrestling match, it was fucking awful. But then the next match was pretty damn good, actually. Chris Jericho defeated Saturn by countout in a good match. Real nice T-bone suplex by Saturn. Saturn was actually really over in this one. Hits a nice frog splash, nice release German suplex by Jericho. Finish comes when Saturn hits a Death Valley driver on Jericho, then he hits one on the ref, which was great. He then walks out of the ring, just walks out, nonplussed, just walks out. And then he looks into the camera and says, "Life's a drag." Because if you remember, Saturn at this time was wearing a dress. He lost the match. I can't remember who it was to. The situation was he has to wear a dress, and he stuck to it, which is refreshingly rare in this day and age. Saturn's an interesting one, isn't he? Because when he was part of the Eliminators in ECW, he was so good, and then when he was in WCW, he was still pretty good, and then when he went to the WWF, he was shit, and ended up falling in love with a mop. And unfortunately, that's what most people remember Perry Saturn for, getting dissed something royally by The Rock, and for falling in love with a mop. Whereas, people like myself, I remember him when he was part of the Eliminators, and they were incredible. Absolutely awesome. Next, Kidman defeated Chavo Guerrero in a good match to retain the Cruiserweight title, almost said tag team. Right, this was pretty annoying, right? Do you remember my review of Uncensored 99? Right? Billy Kidman defended the Cruiserweight title against Mikey Whipwreck, and Mikey Whipwreck got so much offense in it took the mickey, and Billy Kidman hardly got any. The same thing happened in this one. Chavo just completely owned Kidman, so doing some superb psychology, working over the back, planchas, he got a brainbuster from Chavo, a tilt-a-whirl backbreaker, a Frankensteiner, DDT from the top, all Chavo, Then Kidman reverses a powerbomb into a facebuster, hits the shooting star press and gets the 3. And it's just like, how? This is fucking John Cena. This is where he gets all his ideas from. I get beats, I get beats, one move and it's all over. And, as much as the match was good, it was all Chavo, and it was good because of what Chavo was doing. The tilt-a-whirl backbreaker especially, and the Frankenstein were fucking crisp as you can get. The DDT was gorgeous as well. Really, really nice. It's 2.5 stars, as was the Jericho vs. Perry Saturn match. So we could be on to a good one here, but then, oh my god, WCW! Have you ever known anything as stupid as what I'm about to say, right? WCW then presented some absolutely ridiculous booking. Just ridiculous, right? This is how it goes. There's a tag team tournament to decide the tag team title holders, right? But it was a double elimination tournament. So what that means is if you lose, you're still in it. You've got to lose twice to be eliminated. Just that on its own baffles me. It bogs the mind. The mind recoils in horror. It just says, what the hell? So anyway, Dean Malenko and Benoit, they defeat Barry Windham and Kurt Hennig in the finals of this match. No, they win a shot at the tag team titles. I don't mean, are these the finals or what? Is it the winner gets a shot at the tag team champions, but there isn't any tag team champions, so what does it work? Anyway, basically what it goes down is this, right? Dean Malenko and Chris Benoit, they beat Kurt Hennig and Barry Windham, right? Because that was their first loss. That's what it is, yeah, right? It's the finals. Because Barry Windham and Kurt Hennig haven't suffered a loss yet, it goes on to another match, which will declare the champions. So the first match is pretty good. Yeah, I've got to say, it was some nice stuff from all four men. But what happens then is, because it's the double elimination, Barry Windham chokes out Dean Malenko with a belt and then pins him for the 3. The match lasts 30 seconds, people. It's a complete dud. It's offensive to anyone who's a wrestling fan. It makes the already watered down WCW tag team titles look like nothing. It makes Benoit and Malenko look like nothing. It's just a complete and utter joke. Beyond anything else on this pay-per-view, it is the worst thing, and it's probably the worst thing of the reviews that I've done of WCW from this year. This is the worst thing I've seen. This was pathetic. This was how to bury your talent, good and proper, by Bischoff. Remembering that Nash was booking at the time, you've got to remember that. Yeah, and he was the one who referred to Malenko and Benoit as vanilla midgets. Dud match, nothing.